Since this has happened, I've just scoured every document that we have involving the officers, and nothing jumps out at you at all. Model officers, no issues. Police officers are regular people, and they have problems, and they have, they need help like anyone else. And this situation highlights that. We'll certainly be looking at anything internally that we can do to help our officers who may find themselves in a domestic situation or something along those lines.
Detroit police now releasing the names of the two victims or the precincts where they were assigned to at this time. More than likely that may not be the case, or as far as that information being released at a later time, but we shall wait and see. The focus right now, as you can imagine, is to comprehend exactly what happened.
A pair of Detroit cops said to have been in a relationship have been found deceased. Fellow officers say that this was a domestic dispute, but they still want to learn what truly happened. 22-year-old MariaMartin was found Sunday in her condo in Livonia, a small, usually quiet city set on the outskirts of a much more crime-ridden motor city. The local outlet also reported that the couple's 1-year-old baby was also found inside the home at the time of the incident, but luckily he is now in care of a family member.
All the children are going to have some emotional recovery that they have to deal with. But here they are without a mom and dad, and someone's got to explain to them. My understanding is they're both preparing for the supervisor's exam that we have upcoming in about a month. So this was out of nowhere.
MariaMartin was 22 years old and lived in Michigan. Her friends and family described her as funny, adoring, and kind-hearted. Maria was a young mother of 2 boys, and everything she did was for them. She went by the saying, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." After graduating from school, she decided to make a difference in her community by joining the local police force. Detroit Police Chief James White said Maria was deemed as a model officer with no issues. Maria's children's father also was a Detroit cop named Matthew, who was praised by the chief as well. Both Maria and Matthew were preparing for the supervisor's exam in the upcoming months, although the chief was unaware that the couple had their issues. Sources told Fox 2 Detroit there was some domestic issues between the two that didn't involve violence, which ultimately led to a recent breakup. Sadly, when family and friends didn't hear from Maria, it raised concerns for them. Unfortunately, after doing a wellness check, Maria and Matthew were found deceased in their condo.
We are learning more about this couple. They shared 2 kids together, including a 1-year-old that was there at the time of the shooting. Sources tell us there were some domestic issues between them, but nothing to suggest a murder is how this would end.
Livonia police officers were on patrol when they were flagged down by a family member for a well-being check, according to police. Once officers made entry inside the condo, they were shocked about what they found. 22-year-old Maria and 26-year-old Matthew were lying down, deceased. An infant was found unharmed inside the residence and was turned over to the family member. Detroit Police Chief further revealed that his force would not be handling the case of the fallen officer, and that the cops in the area would instead be handling the case.
All right, very tragic situation. This information is preliminary, subject to change, and I just want to provide you with something since we're all here. Obviously, we are not doing an investigation. We are in Livonia. This is Livonia's Police Department's case. You'll be hearing from them later. From our perspective, obviously, very tragic and sad course of events. Cannot release their names right now. I'm sure you'll get that later. Have to respect Livonia's process in their investigation, but it appears to be domestic. It looks like preliminarily, and that's where we are right now. Sad day for our department. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family, as well as our officers who you can see over there that are taking it pretty hard, as with the rest of the command team. And that's really all we got right now.
At this time, they do believe this incident to be both a result of a domestic dispute between two cops that ended in a self-inflicted wound by the male. However, they still have many questions and concerns, and they are hoping the public can help. At this time, an investigation is still ongoing, and they are looking for more answers. Anyone with information is asked to contact their local authorities or Livonia Police Department. This incident was a shock for many, including Maria's family. Her sister left an emotional message on Facebook and their GoFundMe page about the tragedy. She stated, "Today I lost my sister due to DV. She never spoke on it to nobody. She stayed quiet. You could have told me. I will make sure your kids know that their mom was a superhero. I love you and I will never forget you. You taught me so many things. Get your rest, big sis. It's gonna hunt me every day that I never seen the signs. This is not goodbye, it's see you later." I am praying for Maria and her friends and family. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys dearly, and don't forget to check on your loved ones.